Hello guys, welcome to Viha Forest. I hope you all are doing good. In this video, I'm going to explain you about the remaining control statements which are continue and break and its significance along with an example. So let's get started. Here you can see package name com.tutorial.java and I have created a class named control stat. So this is the class and public static void main string args, which is common for every program where the execution gets started. So here I have declared few variables a, b, I and n. I have assigned values 1 and 15 to a, b and 5 to n. So here you can see for loop. This is initialization and then condition and then increment. So yeah, I have written system.out.println to print the value of I over here for every iteration, and then I added condition. If condition when the value of I is 2, it will check for this condition, and if it is true, then it enters this block of code and it will print if block and then continue statement. The significance of continue is when the execution comes to this part continue, so it will directly skip the remaining block of code and it will directly iterate the next time after incrementing the value. So when the value of I is 0, it will enter this block of code. It will print I value to be 0 and this condition is false, so it comes out and it will print last statement for every iteration. And next, when the value of I is 1, again the same things happens. And the next, when the I value is 2, it will come over here and it will check this condition and it is true. It will print if block, then after it sees continue statement, so it will skip remaining block of code, which is last statement for every iteration. It will directly go to the next iteration when the value of I is 3. So it will again print I value to 3 and it will check for this condition again. It is false, so it will next time it will print last statement for every iteration. So until the value of n is 5, until the value of I is 5, it prints the remaining conditions. It means the value of I over here and it prints the last statement for every iteration. So after that, this loop will end. Okay, I will explain you the execution part later on. So here you can see system.out.println just to differentiate two conditions, two blocks. Yeah, here you can see while loop. The condition is a less than b. So first I have assigned values a and b as 1 and 15. So 15 times this loop is going to iterate. But here we have written break. So I will explain it via what is the purpose of break. So yeah, at the first the value of a is 1 and b is 15. The condition is true. It will enter this block of code and it will try to print a value to be like a value is 1. So it will come over here, the condition is false, so this block of code will get skipped and the value of a will be incremented. In the next iteration, the value of a is 2 and 2 less than 15, it is true, so it will print a value to 2 and again it comes over here. Again it will get skipped and it will increment. In the same manner, it will iterate 5 times, and at the 5th time when the value of a is 5, it will print a value as 5 and here it will check for the condition, it is true. So when the value of a is 5, when the condition is true, it will enter this block of code, if block of code. So it will print if inside while and the value of a is 5. Then next it will check for break. So when it checks for break, the iteration stops. I mean this while loop's iteration stops and it will come out. So that is the significance of break. When we write break and if this condition gets satisfied, it will not iterate the next time. It will stop its iteration and it will just come out of while block. So continue statement will skip its execution to the next iteration, while break statement will directly break the execution. So I'm trying to execute it. Here you can observe. So here you can observe I value as 0 at the first iteration. I have, as I explained you before, I value as 0 and I value as 1, I value as 2. 3 times it will print the value of I, and this is the last statement if condition is not satisfied. So until the value of I is 2, and when the value of I is 2, it will check this condition and if it is true, it will enter this block of code. it will print if block. So here you can observe if block, then after it is continue statement. So it will directly skip last statement for every iteration. It will the value I will be incremented as always, and it will directly print I value as 3. Here you can see I value as 3, and next it continues its iteration if because if block's condition will be false. So here you can observe for the value of 2 there we cannot see last statement for every iteration. It is because of the continue statement. It will directly skip all the lines written after continue to the next iteration. So now break statement. Here you can see a value as 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. As I told you, this condition will get satisfied for until 5 values. Like as we have break statement, it will directly print the value of a to be 5 until 5. I mean 1 and first it will print 1, then after 2, 3, 4, 5 because until the time this condition will not get satisfied. So when the value of a is 5, this condition will get satisfied. It enters to the if block of code, and here you can see if inside while value of a. So here you can see if inside while value of a to be 5. So next it will check for the break statement. It will see the break statement and it will stop its execution. That's the reason. Even though the value of b is 15, here you can see the value of b is 15. So even though its value is 15, this condition should iterate 15 times. But because of the break statement, it got stopped at after 5 iterations. And this is the significance of break statement and continue statement in Java. I hope it is informative to you. So do like, share, comment and subscribe to Viewer Forest for more interesting content, guys. See you all in my next video. Take care.